Namaste. Today we are going to learn a new chapter that is coordinate geometry. In this chapter, we will look how to locate a point in a plane surface. We know to locate the point, if this is a point, if you want to say what is the position of this point, you need two axes to mention this location. That is, we have already learned number lines. In number line we have 0, 1, 2, 3, that is positive numbers to right side of 0 and negative values to left side of 0. To locate a point, we need two such axes, that is number lines, which are placed perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means this line and this line is perpendicular because here the degree is 90. 90 degree shows it is lying perpendicularly. So like that we need two lines which are placed perpendicularly. That is this one line, another line passing through this and intersecting here, and they are perpendicular to each other means here the degree will be 90. Here we have the origin. This is the origin, that is 0 is the origin. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Here negative values, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, etc. In this axis also we have positive values here. Here negative values. And these axes have a name. This axis is called x dash. This is the x axis and its name is x dash. This is the y axis and this can be named as y dash. This is y axis, this is x axis. This is x dash and this is y dash. Now these lines are called coordinate axes. Here the plane along with this axis is called Cartesian plane, or you can say xy plane, because it is formed by x axis and y axis. This plane is called Cartesian plane or xy plane, or you can say coordinate plane also. This is coordinate axis. This is coordinate plane. Now, in this plane, we have four quadrants. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Now, how will you locate a point in this quadrant? Here, you can see this point. How will you name that point? Here, first we want to say the distance from the origin on x-axis. Here, the gap here, that is from origin on x-axis, the distance here is 1 centimeter. So you can say 1 comma. Next is the height from here, that is from origin on y-axis. What is the height here? The height is 2. That is, we can name this point as 1 comma 2. That is, this 1 denotes the distance from here on x-axis and 2 denotes the height. That is, on y-axis, what is the height? It's 2. So 1 comma 2 is the location or the position of this point. So you can see all the values here are positive and here are positive. So all the points lying on this quadrant, that is first quadrant, will be positive and positive. X is positive, y is positive. So this quadrant will be both having x value and y value positive. And this can be called as x coordinate and this is y coordinate. It denotes the value y. This is which denotes the value of x. This x coordinate have one more name. It is abscissa. And y coordinate we have another name, ordinate. Abscissa and ordinate, that is x comma y. This is the way we write the coordinates. This is x coordinate and this is y coordinate of a point. Now this is also called abscissa. and this is also called as ordinate. Now these are four quadrants. Here we have abscissa and the ordinate both positive, that is x coordinate and y coordinate both positive. What about here? Always say the x coordinate first. That is, its general form is x comma y. So you should have to say x first. Here x coordinate or abscissa is negative values. So this is negative, but y is here positive. So in this quadrant, that is second quadrant, we have x negative, y positive. What about this third quadrant? Here again first x is negative and here y is also negative, negative comma negative. In this third quadrant, both x coordinate and y coordinate are negative. Here in the fourth quadrant, x is positive, this is positive value, and y is negatives. So this is positive comma negative. So these are the basics of Cartesian plane. This is Cartesian plane or xy plane or coordinate plane. These axes are called xy axis or coordinate axis, and this have a name x dash and this have a name y dash. These are four quadrants. In this quadrant we have both positives, that is x coordinate and y coordinate. Here second quadrant x coordinate is negative, y is positive. Here third quadrant x and y are negatives. Here in fourth quadrant x is positive, y is negative. Also xy, always write the x value first and y value as the second value. Here x coordinate is also called as abscissa and y coordinate is also called as ordinates. This point is the origin. Origin can be denoted by the letter O, and in origin both the coordinates, that is x coordinate and y coordinate, will be 0, 0. Here x and y are 0, 0. So this point is 0, 0. Now here all the points in this plane have unique value. This is 1, 2. Here we will have 1, negative 2 here. This is 1, negative 2. That is 1 is distance from here, that is x coordinate, and y is negative here. So 1, negative 2. This negative 1, negative 2 is here. Here is negative 1, negative 2. Here we have negative 1, positive 2. Here positive 1 and 2. Here negative 1 and 2. Here we have negative 1, negative 2. Here we have 1, negative 2. So all the points are different. That is, each point is a unique point in this plane. Each value is different. Also one more thing is there. If a point is lying on the x-axis is this. If a point is lying on x-axis, then that coordinates will be x is here 3. But what about the height? Is there any height? It is lying on the x-axis. It has no height. So you can say here height is 0, that is y coordinate is 0. So here all the points, those who are lying on x-axis, their y coordinate will be 0 because they have no height. If it was lying here, we have negative value for y. Here also negative value for y. Both this first and second quadrant, if it was lying here, we have positive values for y. But if it is lying on x-axis, it is neither negative nor positive, but it is 0. So a point lying on x-axis, we have only x coordinate, and y coordinate will always be 0 if it is lying on x-axis. Now what about a point lying on y-axis? If it is lying on y-axis, it have only the height. If it is here or here, we have the height, that is y coordinate. We can say y coordinate is 4. What about x value there? X coordinate is 0 because we have no distance from here. Here this from the y axis we have no distance to each sides. Distance here showing x coordinate is 0. Here also it is 0, negative 4. We have the height, that is y coordinate we have. So we write negative 4. But here the x means the distance from here. We have no distance because it is lying on y-axis itself. So the value here showing x coordinate is 0. So remember, all the values lying on x-axis, y coordinate will be 0. All the points lying on y-axis, x coordinates will be 0. Now coming to exercise 3.1. How will you describe the position of a table lamp on your study table to another person? Consider this as the tabletop. It is the surface of the table. Now if your table lamp is placed here, you should have to draw a horizontal line from here and a perpendicular line from here. Let this be x-axis. That is, horizontal line is always x-axis. So this is y and this is x. So measure this length and you will get a value here for x, and measure this length, you will get a value here for y. That will be the location of the table lamp. A city has two main roads which cross each other at the center of the city. Two main roads crossing each other at the center of the city. These two roads are along the north-south direction and east-west direction. This is north and this is south. This is east and this is west. All the other streets of the city run parallel to these roads and are 200 meters apart. There are 5 streets in each direction. So here we have 5 straight roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also we have another 5 straight roads that is parallel to this north-south line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us extend this. There are many cross streets in your model. A particular cross street is made by 2 streets, one running in the north-south direction and another in east-west direction. Each cross street is referred to the following manner. If the second street running in north-south direction and fifth in the east-west direction meet at some crossing, then we will call this cross street as 2-5. Using this convention, find how many cross streets can be referred as 4-3. That is, first you want to name the cross streets. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now the question is, how many cross streets can be referred to as 4-3? 4-3, which is 4-3. This is the x-axis. Want to consider this point. Then height is 3. Here is 4-3. 4, 3. Can you name any other point as 4-3? No. 4-3 means only this point can be named as 4-3. Now how many cross streets can be referred to as 3-4? 3-4. First you will consider the third street. Here this is the third street. Now from the 3-4 means height is 4. This is 3-4. So both 4-3 and 3-4 are entirely different.